All right, welcome back to Twin Terror. I'm David.
I'm Gary.
And today we are going to read on
We're going to read about the presidential debate in September.
the
September 10th?
ABC debate, that is.
Yes. Is that September 10th?
That is correct.
Okay, so 8 days before a potential sentencing from Judge Merchan, Trump is going to debate Kamala Harris. And so we want to get the energy around that debate because it's going to be kind of a pivotal debate because there's a lot of young voters and undecided voters and independents who are going to want to know what Kamala Harris is all about and how she handles a debate stage with Trumpy.
Right now, and I know a bunch of you are going to say, what voter would possibly be undecided at this point? You want to know who's going to be the undecided voters? It's going to be those Republicans who probably have voted Republican all their lives, and they couldn't possibly vote for Hillary. They probably didn't vote for Biden, although they might not have checked the box at all for the presidency in 2020. And they're going to be like, Trump is even more unhinged. What's Harris like? Can I actually check this box?
Yep. For entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, so Gary's going to start it off this time.
Yeah, so the energy around the September 10th debate with Harris and Trump. What's the energy looking like? Temperance. Hey, what a great card to start with. So Temperance, Major Arcana, it's about emotional balance. Keeping your emotions in check. The sun is in the background. The truth is there. We just got to be balanced, and we'll get to the truth. Underneath it, the Lover's card, agreements, relationship building. This could probably be, Harris's. This debate is about trying to build relationships with the independent, undecided, and maybe moderate Republican voters who don't want to vote for Trump. Underneath it all is the Ace of Wands, sending a very clear message to the folks watching the debate on what the issues are and where we stand as candidates. In the past, we have the Knight of Cups. So the Cups is about emotions, bringing forward emotions. It's a very slow moving card. So it's probably that whole still trying to honor the not riling people up and taking the temperature down a little bit in the past. Certainly after the assassination attempt, there's been a concerted effort to try and tone it down. The current energy is the sun. The truth will come out and people will see the truth.
It's all right.
Yes. Or it could just be Barron shows up. He's back from college, kids. He's going to show up for the debate. I'm joking about that because we just did a reading on if Melania is going to get the heck out of Dodge, and that was the card that came up. The overarching energy is the Hermit. Can you see that? I guess I got to pull this down. Pull us all down. The Hermit card. So finding your path. These voters, they're starting to see the truth, and now they've got to make a decision. Do I want to go down that path that I maybe haven't explored before? And I'm going to say specifically, this is moderate Republicans who are either never Trumpers or have decided that maybe Trump no longer represents their values. The overarching or the lesson to be learned is the Ten of Wands. This has been a long, arduous battle. It's been a long battle, and we're trying to get this thing to the end. It's been a struggle. The outcome, God, 4 of Cups. What terrible. So the outcome that what this could be is for the independents and the undecided voters. Maybe the debate doesn't. It's either for the Republicans that are moderate. you've got a candidate that they can offer to you. You're looking at the Republican platform and going, I just don't like this. And they've got to decide if they want to take that new offer, that the Kamala Harris offer. What do you think, Dave?
I like your interpretation of it. Literally, I think going through the cards there, I think people are genuinely curious to see what Kamala Harris is like. They're tired, emotionally drained with Trump, and they're willing to give Harris a go. I think with the Sun card, she brings hope and a path forward in times that have been very difficult, and when people have lost focus or lost energy. It's draining being around somebody like Trump because he emotionally challenges you all the time.
This could be the outcome. This is the joy that's been sucked out of a bunch of people. And this is the Democratic message of, we're going to offer you joy.
We're going to offer you something different. You've got, here's a couple ways to look at that 4 of cards. Because I know Gary took it like they're not convinced.
Yes.
What do you need to be convinced? So Gary's initial response is not convinced. I could see him sort of ignore that and try and see, is that really what was going on? They didn't, 3 cups. They didn't vote for Obama. They didn't vote for Clinton. They didn't vote for Biden. Here's Harris. You ignored those other cups. Here's another opportunity. And, it's up to them to make that choice. Or it can even be, the last 3 elections before this, you've voted against candidates. You voted against Obama. You voted against Clinton. You voted against Biden. Here's an opportunity to vote for somebody.
Yeah.
I'm giving you hope. And Harris and Walz are reaching out to people.
Yeah.
Come on in. You don't have to ignore us. I think it's a good read.
Yeah.
Good spread.
Look what's underneath that Ace of Wands.
Yeah, the devil's always lurking.
Always lurking there, isn't he? All right, your turn.
Pausing for a second. Okay, after 20 minutes of yelling and screaming at each other with our stupid ideas, mostly his stupid ideas. Mine are brilliant.
They were, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I was paying attention to them.
Yeah, I don't remember them either. I think what I want to read on, we had that 4 of Cups there, and I want to expand on that. After the debate is done and people have had time to process it, women, young people, Republicans who are just like, they're done with the drama.
Yeah.
How, what's the more clarification? How are they feeling post-debate? Kind of what are their concerns? What's that energy? What are their concerns? 2 of Wands, planning of actions, crossed with the 3 of Coins. It's almost like, it's like they haven't made up their mind yet because they want to talk with their friends. They want to talk with their family. They want to talk with people close to them. It's kind of like you sort of throw out the comment, I don't know. I'm not so sure I want to vote for Trump this time around. And then somebody says, yeah, I'm not planning on voting him for this time either. Really? Why is that? I've been thinking about stuff, and it's just Kamala Harris and this other guy Walz. They seem like they're normal. It seems like they have some good values. I might be willing to give them a shot because I've seen Trump and I don't want to do this again. And they don't seem so bad. It's kind of that jam. In the past, you got the Knight of Swords. I think the people are pausing. They don't want to make a rash decision because they don't know enough about Kamala Harris yet and Tim Walz to really do that. And certainly their rise has been meteoric. Current situation is the King of Pentacles. What's difficult with this whole decision making is okay. Corporate media is controlling the narrative, and they spend a lot of money on advertising and influencing what's being reported. But I think what we're seeing here is, they talk about Walz and Kamala Harris being these West Coast elites, so to speak. And Walz is a freaking school teacher and, grew up in the Midwest. And they're looking at him like they don't seem like West Coast elites to me. They seem normal. I think they're willing to give him a shot. They're willing to. Here's the best part of all of this. They're willing to listen to the message. It's like, and the message for Kamala Harris is hope that, we're not going back. We've got, she's generating hope and optimism. And I think for some people, it's been a long ass time since they've heard about hope and optimism. So, Leslie Learns Queen of Pentacles. Tim Walz comes across, he's got that spiritual masculinity. He's not toxically masculine. He's got divine masculinity. And I'm going to throw Gary back on here. Now, you hear about toxic masculinity. He's the football coach. And, if you want to just sort of in your mind's eye capture the football coach, and no offense to our family friend Sam Bonanno, who was a football coach and was definitely part of the divine masculine. He's not some knuckle-dragging Neanderthal who thinks women belong in the kitchen and stuff like that. He's the type of person who takes care of everybody. I threw an alpha wolf analogy that, today's men think that an alpha male is like an alpha wolf. They're just the biggest, strongest, and they get everything they want. And really, alpha wolves defend the weakest in the pack and chase away the strong ones so that the weak ones get something to eat and they're protected, because the pack survives better if all the members of the pack are well fed and as healthy and strong as they can be. So in coming down with this, there's divine masculinity, divine femininity. I think the message is resonating with folks. They're not so sure they want to vote for Trump, and I think they like their values. Kamala Harris is a freaking DA. She's an attorney general. You can't say she's soft on crime or she's not a law and order person. This guy served in the military. He's a sergeant major for 24 years in the National Guard, football coach, school teacher, Midwestern sensibilities. Out comes the magician. They're the right blend to bring people out together to try something different. It's almost like you've gone to a restaurant and you're tired. You see the puffer fish there, and you're not going to order that because that's going to be toxic.
Hey, Dave,
but
don't put it back.
I'm putting it all back. I think they're willing to try something different. They're willing to try something on the exotic side of the sushi menu, or they're going up for sushi for the first time. Raw fish, why would I want that? And then you try, it's like, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
So look, I started going down a different path as soon as you drop the underlying energy, or the cross. So the first was the Two of Wands. They're looking at what their options are as far as after this debate. And I think where I went with the Three of Pentacles is they got to see Trump once again just becoming more and more unhinged. They're seeing the mentally degrading Trump in front of their eyes, and that underneath it all energy, the Pentacles. They're like, we're watching this man deteriorate in front of our very eyes here. His health and his mental health are just going away fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the Knight of Swords. Trump's messaging is just reckless. It's nonsensical. That's the Sir Lancelot attacking the wedding.
And I think, and to sort of build on what you're saying, this could be Trump in the debate, just again charging forward with the same three things that he says.
Yep.
the unsecure border, the high inflation, and some other random thing that he talks about. And it's the same thing over and over again. A lot of statements with vague statements with no proof. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
In current energy, the King of Pentacles, we've been calling that Trump card for a bunch of different readings. And the overarching energy, that Page of Wands, it's like after the debate, people are willing to maybe start, it's either embracing a new message or they're looking at Trump's really immature messaging. That is just this, 8-9-year-old messaging that's out there. Very, 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 it's all generalizations and vague accusations with no actual foundation of proof underneath it. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The lesson to be learned is, taking care of your health, or just in this case, taking care of the country and our democracy. And then the outcome being the Magician. Like Dave said, this is manifestations. This is like we're gonna create a new beginning here.
It could also be them seeing through the BS. We're starting to see the man for who he is.
Yeah, exactly. I think what I read in that, my intuition was telling me was they're going to see Trump unhinged, and it's at that point. You know how everyone took a step back when Biden was flat-footed in the first debate? The Republicans are going to see Trump. I think what I was seeing is Trump is going to come across as the way Biden came across, not necessarily flat, but just all the criticisms that are being levied against Trump, they're going to land in that debate.
Yeah, and again, the sort of the subtext for all this is that Four of Cups energy. What are they going to be thinking about as this latest offering comes to them?
Yeah.
And I still like how I saw that. I think they're going to look at their values. They're going to look and say, I love that Page of Wands. I normally don't like the page cards. They annoy me. But to me, it's almost like they're willing to give this a shot. Let's give it a shot. What do we got to lose? It's only, it's 4 years, and they seem like less crazy than, Kamala Harris is closer to their political values than Donald Trump is at this point.
Exactly. Their Overton window. Trump has gone so far to the right. The normal conservative Republican, their Overton window is closer to Harris than it is to Trump.
And Tim Walz makes it closer still because, again, he's a gun guy. He's a Second Amendment guy, but he's for gun control. Most people support that. He's that Midwestern sensibility. You go do what you want, and I'm going to mind my own damn business. That's for a lot of conservatives. That's it. That line right there. Mind your own damn business. If it doesn't impact you, mind your business. Mind your own. It's like that's them. That's exactly what they want to hear because they've been fed that the Democrats are going to come in and be big mother. They're going to have the government do everything for you, and they'll always be in your business. And that's pretty much not true. It's funny because now the Republicans are like the party of smaller government wants agencies put together to monitor women's periods so that they don't go sneaking out and getting abortions when nobody's looking.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. Your party, not mine.
Can't change it unless you're in it.
Yes, you can. Vote blue, no matter who.
Well,
at least this election.
I've voted blue since 2008. As I've said in the comments before, the Republican Party is going to have to make a really hard left turn and hold that course for a real long freaking time before I'm ready to take a risk on them. So I may be registered as a Republican, but man, my values are far more closely aligned with the Democrats.
Our values haven't changed that much. It's the values of the party that have taken that hard right turn right off the cliff.
Well, I mean, Rush Limbaugh was too far to the right for me, Yeah. And Rush Limbaugh is kind of like, Trump would call him a rhino at this point.
He's Candyland at this point. Anything else you want to follow up on this? So we looked at the energy of how independents and such will look at it. I clarified why are they Four of Cups in it? What's going to happen with that? Do you want to pause again and discuss more?
Yes, please.
Yep. All right, hang on, everyone. We're going to pause and go to bickering argument that only twins can get into. Oh, my.
Oh, we're best of friends again.
Yes.
I love you, Dave.
Yes. Wait till I talk to Mom.
We decided we were going to do a little 4-card reading to finish this thing up because we haven't used our favorite adjective yet. So at the end of this debate, will the independent voters and the more moderate Republicans look at Trump and the Republicans, MAGA, as weird?
Yeah. When we were talking off camera, it's like, where are we going to go with this? Gary's like, I want to do a 4-carder to see how they're feeling. It's like, oh, that's right. Waltz used the term weird to describe them. So will Trump just come across as weird?
Yeah.
And they're like, Harris and Waltz, they seem like they're normal. Not AKA, not weird.
That's right. Let's see what we've got going on here. I got a cat in here. Hi, kitty.
Yeah.
There she is. You can see a tail.
It's an amazing tail. She's now left up on something.
She's on the chair. Where are you?
I want the foods.
There she is. Hi. You can say hi to everyone? Yeah. Hi. Hello, my dear.
Okay, so I'm going to make 2 observations. 1, she looks like she's got the brain cell right now. And 2, on the right side of the camera, I see a Coons.
Oh, yeah, there's Kakuna. Hi, Coon. Hi, gorgeous.
That's
How are you?
For those not aware, Kakuna is Gary. Yeah, Gary is Kakuna's human. I was about to say she's Gary's. No, Gary's her human.
Yes, indeed.
She's kind of feral to everybody else, but she loves Gary. And she'll let me pet her because I look like Gary.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just leave the camera like this.
Yeah,
we get cats out. Okay, so at the end of the debate, are people going to look at Trump and think Trump and the Republicans, they're just weird? Specifically, the independents, young people, and conservative Republicans that are on the fence about voting for the Republican Party. Do they think Trump comes off as weird?
Here's your find out card.
Yeah, they're looking at it. They're looking at that path going, what the hell did I just watch? You got the 4 of Wands, the celebrating minor victories. The other 2 clarifiers. 5 of Pentacles being left out in the cold. The Knight of Cups.
Ooh-wee.
And the 10 of Pentacles. So does Trump come off looking weird? I think what the main signifier here is they may be trying to figure out what the hell was it that we just watched? What was that performance? I don't know where that was going. Underneath it, the celebration card. Is the celebration card going to be Trump saying, haha, see how great I am? Or is this going to be the Democrats saying, see, we told you they were weird? The 5 of Pentacles is probably these folks looking at Trump's values and how he presents himself to the Republican Party and saying, holy crap, we are not a part of that anymore. That is not where we're at. And the Knight of Cups, like, maybe we should offer a loving cup to the Democrats here because this is not where we want to be. And I don't know what it is we just saw. And at the end of the day, you got the 10 of Pentacles, legacies that maybe this could be Trump's legacies coming to an end, or the legacy of the democracy is being preserved and honored as a result of this debate.
So
your thoughts?
My thoughts. People are going to figure out what their values are. The 10 of Coins is their values, and 4 of Wands underneath opening day. Which camp are you going into? Are you going to go to the camp on one side that's
the red camp?
That camp. What camp are you going to go into? So on one side, you've got the 5 of Coins, the the othering of people, that there's not enough money, there's not enough jobs, there's not enough everything. You should be scared. The brown people are coming. And the other camp is offering a peace offering. They're like, come on, one camp is offering hope. The other one is peddling fear and playing on people's fear. Which one do you want? The choice is yours.
So did Trump come off weird? It may be not weird.
It didn't answer it. When I look at that spread, it didn't answer it. It just said people are going to make a choice on, what camp do they want to be in? Do they want to be in camp scaredy cats and worried about everything, or do they want a camp where they have hope for a bright future?
Yeah, I think that's ultimately what the messaging is saying, is that we're making this choice as clear as we can for you.
Yeah. If you really want to force the weirdness into it, that 5 of coins is, I don't want to be associated with these people. Yeah. Get me away! Run! Go! Run!
We're in the Church of Weird, and we are not going into that.
The cult of weird, and we want to abandon the cult of weird.
Yeah, and like you said, with the 10 of Pentacles, this is like, how do we want to be remembered when it was time to make that choice between the two? How do we want to be remembered? What do we want our legacy to be? I'm going to leave it at that.
I think
so. Is he weird? I think that's just your own personal opinion. I think what the cards are just trying to say is, well, he may or may not be weird, but you will have a very clear choice of which camp you want to be in.
Now, we're weird, but it's funny. Yeah, try and ask a snarky question. Spirit just doesn't cooperate with you. Let me give you a very serious answer. Come on.
We're certainly have been accused of being odd.
Yes.
But in a nice kind of way.
Yeah, like those girls say you're weird, and they kind of inch away from you.
Yeah, they laugh.
I have to go get my coat. It's over there next to those big, strong guys over there that will kill you in a moment's notice. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, please give us a thumbs up, a love for us, and a different finger for Trump.
Yes.
Then leave comments. I go through all the comments and I respond to the ones I can respond to.
And he deletes anybody he doesn't want to respond to.
I've only deleted a couple people. I had to delete one today because this person was getting a little unhinged.
And I had, by the way, public service announcement. If you're still hanging around for this, there is another scammer posting up on as Tarot by the Bay with a hyphen between Ter and O, and they have the same stupid Telegram number they're trying to get you to buy into. So I obliterated them. But Gary and I are never going to ask you for money. We're not going to try and get you to go to Telegram and join a cryptocurrency chat or anything along those lines. We're not going to talk about Kathy Evans, the incredible investor. And I've heard about Kathy Evans. She's incredible. Why, yes, I have a friend who invested $50,000 with her. How did she do? It was amazing. How do I get in contact with her? Yeah. I go through each one of those bots and report and block each one of them all the way up the page, because I don't want to block the main one because the other bots may still be active. I want them all blocked.
Yeah, the only thing we've ever talked about was potentially doing some sort of Patreon, and then it's just a question of, okay, what are we gonna offer that people might actually want to join the club, as it were.
Yeah, but we're not gonna ask you for money, and we're not gonna certainly not direct you to some random site somewhere.
Yeah, no, if we're gonna ask you for money, we're gonna give you something for it. And we'll tell you what it is, and then you can decide if it's worth $1.99 a month that our Patreon will be worth, or whatever.
Gary's ready to shake his groove thing for you. He's got no pride. Hey, I love your Donald Trump dance. All right, everyone. Have a good night. We'll catch you next one.
One more thing. I don't know if you saw Michael Cohen on Midas Touch, but he says every time you see Donald start doing the accordion, that means he's lying. That's like his poker tell. As soon as he starts doing the accordion, in your mind you have to switch. Okay, he's starting to lie, and just pay attention to what he starts saying.
Well, we've had that one figured out for a long time. You always know how Donald Trump's lying. His lips are moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very bad.
Oh, hey, a quick plug. We're doing Taco Tuesday with Marina on Tuesday.
Oh, yes.
So
that's what I called it, the accordion of the +1 accordion of lies and deceptions or something like that.
Yeah, so we're going to be with Marina from Heart Centered Tarot on Tuesday at 6:00. So if you're around, you got some free time, join us. We're having a good time with her.
All right. Thank you for the plug. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. All right, everyone. Take care. We'll catch you on the next video.
Bye.